Welcome to our Day 3 review of Champs 2015. A lot of excitement today, a lot of disappointments. Disappointments in the Class 1 girls 100, disappointments in the Class 2 boys 200, disappointment for Kingston College, disappointment for Edwin Allen, but there were some bright sparks. Again, I'm Anthony Foster and we have with us Noel Bravo Francis, and he's the expert analyst, so he's going to take us through some of the highlights and the disappointments. Bravo, let's first of all start with the high jump Class 3 for boys, where we saw a record, impressive record, 23-year-old record went today. Tell us about that.
Okay, that was definitely the performance of Day 3 so far. Lamar Reed of Calabar High School with a record clearance of 1.99 meters. I mean, this was outstanding from the point that he's a Class 4 athlete. He's a year younger than these Class 3 boys, and he's jumping better than them. And his record clearance of 1.9 was truly phenomenal. And next year he's going to be Class 3 and he's going to put it to a higher mark, setting the bar. The record stood for, well, I have 22 years by another Calabar Ali, Ryan Chambers, and he must be proud that it was done by someone from his alma mater.
And of course, some of the other bright sparks, 200, Michael O'Hara, Christopher Taylor, two good 200-meter finals set up for Saturday. Class 1 boys and Class 2 boys.
Yes, let's look at the Class 2 boys. Christopher Taylor really looked superb, today, running 20.97, and the record is 20.89 by Ramon McKenzie, also of Calabar, and I think that record should go. Also, Tyreek Wilson looked extremely well today, cruising to 21 and change, and unfortunately that semi-final had Javon Mattison of Kingston College, who we all thought would have given the Calabar boys a great test, but unfortunately he did not recover sufficiently from the injury he was carrying, and he pulled up on the curve, shattered a lot of dreams. The KC supporters were very disappointed. As a fan, I was also disappointed as well, but we hope him all the best and hope he recovers to come next year and run some fast times. The 200-meter Class 1, Michael O'Hara looked really well, cruising to 20.91 seconds. Also, Twain Crooks of Kingston College. He seemed like someone who's going to run really fast, although today I think he extended himself too much. And also we have Martin Manley, of St. Jago High, and another St. Jago athlete, Chad Walker, who sort of moved away from the St. Jago sort of sprinting, where he held out his hands like this, but hopefully they will give him a good talk and say that that's not how we do these things, just run the race, no showboating, but it sets up a very interesting final on Saturday. Also, I'd like to mention, to me, what was a very devastating moment in the girls Class 1 100 meters. Sakini Cameron of Edwin Allen, who was somebody who they expected a lot of points from this year to lead the charge and all, and she false started in her heat.
You mentioned about false started. It's a 100 and you need to get a good start, especially going up against people in the final like a Natalia White, who is the favorite coming into Champs. In your own opinion, do you think the 1-2 for Sakini Cameron was the best option, or you think 2-4, despite the fact that the 2-4 will be on Saturday's final day?
In my opinion, I don't think it was the best move, because the 100 meter is very close. I mean, you have 6 athletes who can win it. In the 400 meters, she would come up against Tiffany James and Donnelly Lonely as our only challengers, and I feel that it was a better move for her to run the 400 meters. But when I spoke to her earlier, she was concerned about the time between the finals, the 200 meters and the 400 meters. It's 3 hours, but she probably thought it was an hour and a half. And I figured that she probably, she and the coach heard on that. But then again, we are just spectators, and we just feel that she should have, competed in the 2 and the 4, and now she's out of the 100 meter. We hope that she recovers and do well in the 200 meters. Well, she started that recovery today because she ran against Natalia White, who's the Youth Olympic champion,
Yes.
and she beat her comfortably.
Yes.
And it sets up.
And of course, based on the prediction, this should not hurt Edwin Allen's chances of winning Girls Champs title for 2015.
No, because they have depth, and I think that they will make up the points, and they're still safe. All the schools are dropping points. Ormond is dropping points, but Edwin Allen should still be in the mix.
And of course, we can't close out without talking about what happened in the boys class 2 200-meter semi-final. Tyreek Wilson up against Javon Mattison. Javon Mattison, as many of us know, 100% fit Javon Mattison would have this 200 meters final lap, basically. Tyreek Wilson came out. You know, many people, question, the fitness level of a Mattison. Tyreek Wilson came out, probably want to test that fitness level. He went out fast. Javon Mattison had to follow him. He pulled. How big of a blow is that to Kingston College chances?
Well, let me tell you, Javon Mattison's loss to Kingston College will have a multiplier effect. I think we're looking at a lot of points. They are saying, someone was telling me 18 points, but I'm looking closer to 30 points, or between 25 and so forth, because they have the relays and so forth. And I knew something was wrong. I saw him in the 100 meters earlier, and he didn't get a good start, his usual start. He didn't accelerate as we normally see him do. And the most important thing to me was at the end of the race. I don't know if the coverage was showing him at the end of the race, because at the end of the race he sat on the cycle track for about 25
and that's
minutes.
At the end of the 100.
Yes, at the end of the 100 he sat on the cycle track for about 25 minutes, and when he got up, and he was walking gingerly and he was clutching his behind his right leg. And I subsequently learned that it was not the previous injury. This was something new. So, like it transcended to the other leg. So he's hurt. He cried. It was very disappointing to see him like that. And the Kingston College athletes said that they're going to rebound and do this for him. So that will set up the championship.
Well, of course, we hope that will set up the championship. Calabar out of the boys class 2 4x1. Javon Mattison out of the Champs 2015
yes.
for Kingston College. Big blow to both teams. So we just have to hope that these two teams will not have to suffer any more injuries or any more mishaps going into the final 2 days. So that's where we'll leave you tonight from the National Stadium in Kingston, Jamaica. The end of day 3 of Champs 2015. We'll be back here again tomorrow to provide you with the review and a look at the final day. That's Saturday. Tomorrow, of course, Friday, I should say. Friday's
a big day.
Friday's a big day.
Finals,
we have the 100-meter final, the 400-meter hurdles final, and those are just some of the big events. And also the 1500 final tomorrow. So those are some of the events. But we don't want to talk too much about the 100 because there's still the semifinals to go before the final on Friday. So until then, stay tuned to trackalerts.com from start to finish, as we'll provide you with all the details from Champs 2015.